It's that time of year again where everyone lists their top 25 credits, hot takes and all. This time, well, let's let Anakin Skywalker take it.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count.
That's right, my coaster count has more than doubled since last time.
Good. Twice the pride, double the fall.
But let's cut right to it and roll the intro. Keep in mind that this is my list based on my opinions. Like, is the coaster good, or does it offer a variety of forces, or does it offer only positives, or just airtime or hang time? Another factor is it fun? Am I having fun on this coaster? And of course, this should go without being said, but lists are subjective. One person's opinions may differ from another's. I want to take this time to mention some coasters that are really good, but not quite good enough to make my top 25. At number 30, we have American Eagle, which was previously in my top 25 last year. At number 27, we have Diamondback. This was probably somewhat controversial, but I have not had the lucky ride of getting airtime on it. I've had weak floater at best. But with this out of the way, let's get into the meat of the list. At number 25, we have Thunderbird at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana, previously ranked at number 14. This is the best wing coaster in the United States I've been on, and I have wing coaster completion. It's very good. The launch is great with some good elements, including a good vertical loop and an inline twist at the very end. I didn't get a chance to ride this in 2021, so I can't compare it to my 2020 rides. Coming in at number 24, we have Lost Coaster of Superstition Mountain, previously ranked at number 11. And it's probably the most fun and unique roller coasters I've ever been on. If you're at Indiana Beach and it's running, absolutely do it. I really suggest checking out El Toro Ryan's deep dive on this in his Problematic Coasters video series. Number 23, Zippin' Pippin at Bay Beach Amusement Park in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Previous rank, 18. Wisconsin is now home to more than just cheese. It's home to the King of Rock's favorite roller coaster. I would say the perfect roller coaster for families as it introduces floater airtime and has one of the most abrupt ejector moments on a roller coaster that I've ever experienced. I also think it's the best coaster in the state of Wisconsin. Yes, it is better than Hades 360, and I'm not sorry to say it. Number 22, Monster at Adventureland in Altoona, Iowa, just outside Des Moines. Previously, I haven't ridden this. This is easily my favorite Gerstlauer that I've ridden, and that packs everything: airtime, positives, and a lot of hang time. The light package is really cool, allegedly, but I didn't get to experience it because I had to be home the same day I drove out there. Number 21, Raptor at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Previously, not ridden. This is probably one of the more polarizing coasters on this list. I have friends that hate it and friends that like it. I really liked it, although that could be because I prefer the older B&Ms that try to kill you and rip your feet off. Number 20, Batman the Ride at Six Flags St. Louis and Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Because these are clones, I'll lump them together as one. Previous rank, 10. My opinion on these clones are that they're great, they're whippy, and as I said previously, they try to rip your feet off. And this also has the distinction of having one of a few coasters that actually make me gray out. Number 19, Mr. Freeze.
Allow me to break the ice.
Reverse Blast at Six Flags St. Louis in St. Louis, Missouri. Previously not ridden. This Premier Shell launch coaster is a blast. Excuse the pun. It launches you out backwards at 70 miles per hour to the top hat, where you get a little bit of hang time, and into the OR banking up a vertical spike that is around 200 feet. Then you get to do it all over again, forwards. It really is a cool coaster. Alright, I'll stop with the freeze puns. At number 18, we had the best coaster at Six Flags St. Louis, Boss, or The Boss. Some people love it, some people hate it. Calling it rough and it needs to have RMC come in. Well, no. Boss is a great coaster, and I always try to get a ride on it if it's running. It's not as rough as people say. It's really overhated, in my opinion. Coming in at number 17, we have Magnum XL200 at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Previously not ranked. The original and first hypercoaster. This aero masterpiece is best enjoyed in the Magic Seat, Car 1, Row 3 for those who don't know. The final few airtime hills offer some of the most insane moments of airtime at Cedar Point. Number 16, Cornwall Express at Indiana Beach in Monticello, Indiana. Previously ranked at 7. This CCI punches well above its weight class. Its stats aren't impressive, but either in the front or back row is a great ride with airtime, laterals, and it's just all around incredibly fun. At number 15, we have Orion at Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. Previously not ridden. This is my first Giga Coaster that I rode, and it's a very solid ride. You get good airtime in the back row at the first drop, and the speed hill offers a pretty good ejector, but its main focus is, as made famous by the Top Gun quote,
I feel the need for speed.
Number 14, we have Lightning Run at Kentucky Kingdom in Louisville, Kentucky. Previously ranked 8th. This Chance Hyper GTX is pretty small, but it packs a big punch. Don't let it fool you. It's a very solid ride with thigh-bruising airtime. Ask me how I know. Coming in at number 13, we have Legend at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. Previously ranked 6th. This is one of the better CCIs in the country and has been a staple of Holiday World for years. It's definitely overshadowed by a newer coaster at Holiday World, but it's still very solid. Coming in at number 12, we have Mystic Timbers at Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. Previously ranked number 3. And in my opinion, this is the best GCI there is. But we'll see if Prowler is any better. Hint, hint for 2021, possibly. It's a smaller, airtime-filled ride that is quite a bit of fun and offers a great night ride. The shed is a little underwhelming, but I'd rather have it versus nothing on the brake run. Coming in at number 11, we have Goliath at Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Previously ranked number 4th for me. An overlooked RMC that definitely packs a punch. In my opinion, it has one of the best first drops on the RMC, and a Gerald's D-stall is unbelievable, especially if you can look down and see the employee entrance beneath you. The minimalist lift hill structure is definitely one of its biggest and most intimidating factors about it. Starting off the top 10, we have Shivering Timbers at Michigan's Adventure in Muskegon, Michigan. Previously not ranked. This is the best Cedar Fair wooden coaster that I've ridden. This is CCI's best work, in my opinion, best enjoyed in the front row. It's a lot like a B&M Hyper, but made of wood, and isn't as rough as people have said. It's fairly smooth, in my opinion. Coming at number 9, we have Raging Bull at Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Previously ranked 5th. This coaster is my personal favorite B&M Hyper coaster. While unconventional, it's got airtime and pauses. In one ride, I had airtime on every downhill portion, including overbanks. It is finally getting some love after being written off as not a true B&M Hyper because it's a twister layout. Coming in at number 8, we have Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. Previously not ranked. This Mack Extreme Spinner is arguably the best coaster at Silver Dollar City. In my opinion, it is second place, just barely. It starts off with a 90-degree drop out of the station, has a great whip in the very back row. It also features you saw that coming from a mile away, didn't you? And the spinning isn't nauseating at all, and it's someone that can get a little nauseous on spinning rides. I didn't until I rode this like 6 times in a row. And even then, that was very mild. Coming in at number 7, we have Millennium Force at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Previously not ranked. This is the only coaster, no matter where I sat, that made me gray out or almost pass out on. Some people call it forceless, however, I think they're wrong. The pull out into the first orbiting is one of the most intense elements I've ever experienced. Coming in at number 6, we have Outlaw Run at Silver City in Branson, Missouri. Previously not ranked. This is also the 100th coaster I ever rode. In my opinion, the best coaster at Silver Dollar City. I wasn't lucky enough to get a night ride during my visit to Silver Dollar City, so I had to check out night rides. I also remember seeing this being on WGN Morning News with Marcus Shock's segment and wanting to check this ride out. Coming in at number 5, we have Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Previously not ranked. I bet you're thinking, what could be better than Steel Vengeance? It's the greatest coaster. Well, 4 other coasters I've ridden. But I tend to focus on the good of coasters. I like that it's tall, it's fast, has some inversions, and has airtime. Sadly, I didn't get a chance to ride it trimless, and the trims hit every time I rode, and that was in late August. So I probably didn't get to experience the full Steel Vengeance potential. Coming in at number 4, Storm Chaser at Kentucky Kingdom in Louisville, Kentucky. Previously ranked 2nd.
Well, let me get this straight. You think that...
Storm Chaser is better than Steel Vengeance.
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not.
Yes, I believe this coaster is better than Steel Vengeance. Here's why. The trick track double up and how much faster it seems to run in a thigh-bruising airtime. It's not repetitive at all. When I rode it, it was flying much faster compared to the 2020 season. To compare it to baseball, it's like this year I was running Barry Bonds in 2001 when he broke the home run record with help from a little thing we like to call anabolic steroids. And last year I was like Barry Bonds in the 80s. I don't know what the grease the tracks with, but I hope they keep doing it. They got a real gem here. Coming in at number 3, we have Maverick at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Previously not ranked. This is my favorite Intamin I ever rode. It packs a punch, and it's whippy, it has airtime, and that launch in the tunnel is one of my favorite launches. I would say it's my second favorite launch after Max Force, but I tend to like the brutal, like gut-punching launches, and that this has. Number 2, we have Lightning Rod at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Previously not ranked. Yes, this is the best RMC has to offer, and it is the best RMC in the United States. If it ran like it did in 2016, this would be my number 1. And I'm basing that off user experiences and what I've heard on the internet and through YouTube. This is one of a small handful of coasters that blew my mind. If you would like a video on that, let me know in the comments, because I like easy videos. Coming in at number 1, we have Voyage at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. Previously ranked number 1. So no change at the top dog. If it were trimmed, it would probably take the top for me, even though it would be very close with Lightning Rod. It's like Shivering Timbers on steroids. The first half is like a B&M Hyper, and it goes out and uphill to the Spaghetti Bowl, where it turns into a twister layout that is relentless, twisting you left and right, right and left. And it goes back to the station, weaving under the structure of the hills. You went back out. You at least have to experience it trimless once during Halloween nights, even though the event is kind of screwed. And they're also limited to 500 people for the 2022 Highwood nights. So the chances of you getting out there probably gone down a little. I would still try to get out there and ride that one masterpiece of a coaster. The valley that runs Hollyworld puts their heart and soul into maintaining it, so it's very smooth for a wooden coaster. So that's my list. Be sure to check out my full rankings, link in the description, as I have a Google Sheets doc listing my full rankings as well as my rankings for mountain coasters. What's your favorite in this list? Did I miss your favorite? Post in the comments your top 5, 10, or even 25. But before we go, I would like this opportunity to thank Airtime Thrills Raw Footage, Altor Orion, Justice League Bell from Metropolis Expert, Kennedy Coaster. Without these people, videos like this would not be possible. This video has gone on long enough, so I'll probably just end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.